your office building always feels miles away from the quiet of my bedroom. But today the distance feels absolute. Day 7, 7 days of radio silence since the night you completely consumed the room, leaving me breathless in the wake of a passion so intense it felt almost dangerous. And then the inevitable, the retreat, your cold corporate armor clicking back into place. I look down at my phone, most people would beg or ask why, but I know your psychology too well. You don't want a frantic partner, you want control. You wanna believe your silence is a fortress. I smile, my fingers hovering over the keyboard. If you wanna play a game of restraint, I'm more than happy to write the script. I adjust my posture, leaning into the quiet authority of our mammoth, and type out the morning transmission directly to you. Good morning, sir. I write the title, carrying deliberate weight. Day 7, I woke up thinking about you, looking at the quiet space you carved out between us this week. I know you're sitting behind your desk, buried in work, using silence like a shield. You retreated so far into your own head, and I know it's because of how intensely we connected last week. When things get that breathless, that raw, your first instinct is always to regain total control, to pull back the reins and dictate the distance. I pause, watching the cursor blink against the screen. I don't wanna pierce your shield with anger, but dissolve it with understanding. Your vulnerability isn't a flaw. I'm not angry, sir, I understand. You think you need to manage the space between us to keep your footing, and I am willing to grant you that authority. I'm willing to sit here in the quiet and let you set the pace, because I know that under that cold exterior is a man who just needs to know he's safe. But please don't forget what happened when you finally let your guard down. I can still feel the absolute command of your hands, the weight of your presence, and how you dominated the space. It was beautiful, real, and you don't have to hide from the aftermath. A breeze shifts the curtains, pulling my gaze to the window. Out there you are ruling your empire, analyzing your data, pretending the memory of my skin hasn't followed you. I bring my focus back, ready to deliver the final truth of our silent contract. So take today, keep your silence for as long as your discipline requires it. I will abide by your rules for now, but remember, sir, submissive only stays waiting in the dark when she knows her master is eventually coming back to claim her. Have a successful, flawless day. I'm right here, keeping your seat warm. With a steady breath, I press in, the text bubbles up, a stark contrast of warmth sent straight into your cold, silent world. I toss the phone onto the unmade sheets. The trap is set, you thought the silence was your weapon, but as I walk away, I know the truth. I have just turned your fortress into our playground.